What's up, everybody? C-Twan13 here, and today I want to introduce you to a hobby that I've sort of had for about a few months now, and I've sort of recently gotten into it a lot, and that is currency collecting and coin roll hunting. And so one thing that I want to share with you is my half-dollar coin roll hunting adventures. So first, let me tell you that I do have some 40 percenters and some 90 percenters. Next thing is I want to tell you that I've been through a lot of money and a lot of time, and if you look at how much silver I've gotten for the amount of time I've spent looking for it, it's not a good ratio. So let me run you through what I have been doing, and then I will show you my finds. So today I went to the bank and I got a bunch of these rolls, and out of these things, these halves. I always think it says Hayes as like the brand, but it actually is Standard Paper Goods Manufacturing. So anyway, but you'll see someone's written 1972 on here, and you know what? That's a red flag immediately for me because I was like, you know what? Someone's gone through these and put all the 1972s, these clad coins, into one roll. All right, and I got nothing. Every week I'm hoping, just by following the volume is good rule that all the coin roll hunters on YouTube, talk about. And I get more and more rolls from this place, and no matter what I get, they're always these rolls. And I figure, okay, let's go to another bank, and that's what people would say. Go to another bank. Why do you use the same bank? Because no other bank in the area has one. Has any one, two, three, or any rolls, any of this single half. So I'm forced to go to this one bank. And no matter how many I get, I figure, well, I should have surely exhausted whatever he's dumped by now. But no, I just keep getting these. So it's more and more frustrating. So let me tell you how I actually found. Well, let me show you what I found first. Okay. So these three beauties are my 40 percenters. Okay. So I have a 60. Okay, let's see. I have a 68. It's hard to see, but it's a 68. Kennedy, obviously. 1967. The 68, by the way, has a D mint mark, so that's Denver. And then I have a 66, which is in absolutely beautiful condition. I did a little cleaning using the desulfurization technique with the aluminum foil and baking soda. So basically, it doesn't alter the coin surface at all. It simply removes the sulfur. So there's no abrasion or whatever. So that you could argue that would preserve the collectible value as well. But these are 40 percenters, and they're not from 65, so pretty much there is no collectible value. The silver value outweighs that. So, but let me tell you the story behind these. All right. So the 68 is the first silver I ever found after months of looking. All right. So this is how I got this one. I went to Bank of America and I said, "You guys have any half dollars?" And the teller was like, "Hold on, let me check." And she went and she's like, "Okay, yeah, we only have three." And I said, "You know what? Fine, I'll take them." Because I looked for rolls and I got no luck. I figured, well, I'll take anything, I'll look through them. So I take them and I'm just like, because I got skunked even with the loose ones before. And I'm looking through it, and I suddenly see, oh my God, it's a silver rim, and I pull it out, and it's a 68. Man, I had to contain myself in that bank because I was so happy because I saw that sort of like opaque look and a silver rim, and I was happy. And I figured, okay, that's my luck, right? I got a silver. It's gonna be a while until I find another one. And I went to a different bank just down the street, and I said, "Do you have any half dollars?" And they said, "Well, we only got one roll, and it's $10." And I said, "Okay, here's 20. Give me some change." So they gave me a roll and $10 change. So I just held on to it. I didn't really want to look at it until I got home. And I was in a pharmacy, and my curiosity got to me. I was waiting for a prescription. And I said, "All right, let me look at this." So I cracked it open. And I pulled all the coins out of my hand. I'm just looking through them. All right, let me give you an example of what I'm doing. This is not the actual roll. All right, I'm recreating the event for you. So I have the roll dumped out in my hand, and this is actually the position it was in too. It's kind of right in the middle. And I was looking at it, and I just saw this, and I was like, "What is that?" And I pulled it out, and I almost screamed in that pharmacy. I was excited. And then I just, instead of dumping them at a bank, I needed to pay for my prescriptions copay anyway, so I said, screw it, I'll just use these $50 and I paid for it that way. The lady kind of thought it was kind of weird, but whatever. So I got me a 67, and this one was in decent condition, but I did some cleaning as well. So it definitely looks a lot nicer than it did. Now, you might be saying, okay, it's 40 percenters. It's cool. You said you had 90 percenters. Where are those? Well, let me tell you. That's what happened today. And I am so happy to tell you the story. So this is what happened. Go to a local Bank of America, and usually they don't have anything. But I figured it's the time of year people bring in their money, buy gifts and stuff. So I said, okay, do you have any $50? And she said, I got one. Hold on, let me check. I was like, does anyone else have any more? And she said, okay, hold on, let me check. And so she asked another dude, who was one of the tellers, and said, do you have any $50? And he was like, yeah. And she came back and said, okay, we have a total of 3, so that's 150. And I said, okay, I'll take them. Give her a $2 bill. Excuse me, about $50, 50 cents in change in quarters, and then the 3 $50. But as she's doing this, as she's taking the $50 out onto the table on the desk in front of her, and she puts them down, I hear that clink, and I'm like, oh no, this doesn't sound like clad. That sounds like some silver. I got really excited, and she gave me the 50 cents of quarters, the 2 quarters on top of the halves, and she put it in my hand, and she said, she put it in the thing, and I grabbed it and put it in my hand, and then I said, thank you, have a nice day. And I was walking out of the bank, and I said, okay, first, let's contain yourself. Don't look down yet. And I said, finally, I looked down. I looked at the quarters first. I figured, okay, maybe I can find some silver quarters. But no, they're just 2 clads from early 2000s. So I said, okay, not quarters, but let's look for the main event, right, the $50. So I'm looking through the $50, and I turn them to the side, and I get really excited because I see this. I see 2 silvers and 1 clad. So I look at the clad and see if maybe it's interesting, not even a bicentennial. No, it's just a 72. I put it down, put it in my back pocket with all my other clad coins. Then I see, as soon as I turn the other coin, I see Benjamin Franklin's face, and I got so excited. Oh man, I really had to contain myself there. I almost died in that parking lot. And it's a 1958 too, so it's not like the 64. It's not like the 63. I mean, like the right before the Kennedy. This is the older coin. So it's really nice, and it's not worn at all. It's just a little tarnished. That's all. It needs a little cleaning. I might even leave it like this, but it wouldn't hurt to do the aluminum treatment. But then I was like, okay, what's the other silver? Because I know this is a 90 percenter, right? All the Franklins are. So I said, well, what's in the other one? What's the other one? So maybe it's a 40 percenter or whatever. I flip it over. I see Kennedy's face. Oh, okay. And then I look at the date, and it's 1964. And I said, oh man, I got 2 90 percenters out of 3 coins. That is a good ratio. So I would say that I've had far more luck with the random drawer checks at different banks and their tellers than I have with large volumes. So again, it depends on the area. If there's a lot of coin roll hunters, or if it's just you. But in general, I would argue that people who are dedicated coin roll hunters who follow the whole volume rule are always just gonna get a bunch of get their box and get their box and they're gonna go. All right. But the people like me who, one, don't have $1,000 to go in and out of a bank at a time will then look for whatever's in the drawer. All right? And whatever's in the drawer is what people bring in. And even though it's farther and fewer between, you're more likely to get more in that small amount. So you might not get more in total, but for the amount of coins, look, for out of 3 $50, that's 2 90 percenters. I would argue is better than a $500 box that yields 10 coins. The ratio is just way better. All right. So all in all, I'm very happy with today's find of 2 90 percenters, a Franklin, my first Franklin. And again, that brings my total of silver to a total of, let's see, 250 in face. And let's see, these are going to be around $3 a piece with the current market value. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's more like 290, but I'm 292. I'm rounding up just to make it easier. $3 a piece for the 40 percenters, and then for the 90 percenters, I think it's like 7. So 7, 14, 9, 20. Let's see, hold on. 7, 14, and 9. So that's 14 plus 9. That's 23. $23 of silver. That's not bad, you know, right there. And all I did was run to a few banks. But definitely, I would argue that volume is everything is not always true, especially if you don't have the money. If you don't have the money to be going through thousands of dollars of halves every week, then do what I do. Just go and ask for what's in the drawer, because that'll probably get you better results in the long term uh, than going through a billion of the coins anyway, and you'll spend less time in general. I mean, obviously, you could also get crazy and spend all day going to every single bank in your city doing what's in their drawer. But in general, just split it up. But overall, I feel like it's a better use of time if you don't have the money. If you have the money, go through it, man. Go through boxes of them. That's how you do it. But in this case, I've scored some nice silver, and even got my first Franklin, and I didn't go through any boxes. I've never gone through any box. I've always gotten, at the most I got in one sitting in terms of half dollars was probably like $100 worth. But I've gone through a total of probably $600 at least, or $700 of halves over the course of my hunting. And another crucial thing is when you're hunting and you go through a lot of coins, don't dump them near the bank that you got them from. So try to dump them at least like 3 blocks away or something. Separate them, and definitely a different bank too. Because if it's the same bank, they can do the whole. They got like a network or whatever. Just make sure you dump them at a different bank. And if you do that, then you ensure that you don't end up looking through your same coins. But anyway, I just wanted to post that video for you guys. It's a new hobby of mine that I just wanted to finally let you guys know. I haven't made a video in a long time. But yeah, that's it. I'll let you know if you knew any new updates of that. I got a currency collection of paper money that I want to show you guys, and I'll show you that in another video. But that's it for the coin roll hunting. Today's finds: 2 silvers, 1 Franklin, 1 Kennedy. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you later.